defensive effort of your team today. You shut down Monroe, lock, stock, and barrel. Talk about what you guys did to keep him from getting what he usually gets.
I think a big thing that helped us was playing a great rushing attack last week in Liberty. Seeing those FCS Division I linemen and seeing the backfield they had, it prepared us for a good back like Monroe. And you saw last week he had a great game versus Seton Hill. And hats off to the defense. It seems like every week we're talking about how great a job the defense does, and I got no problem with that. It's nice to see those guys bottle him up because he is a great back, very talented back, and we're able to penetrate and make some plays happen.
Talk about the offense. It seems like that's pretty much the biggest outburst they've had since.
Oh, since forever, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It's the first time we've been over 30 points this year. So, I love our defense, but it gets old saying good job defense when you pick it up offense. And it's nice to see. And I told the guys in the locker room just now, it's nice to see us come out and win decisively in all three phases. Before it's defense wins and special teams leave and offense loses and we barely win or barely lose. And it's nice to see all three phases of the game finally live.
Talk a little bit about Evan. He's really just stepped up here in the last 3 weeks. It seems like he knows, he's really picking up that leadership role.
Yeah, he has, and I think it's a lot of just being a senior. I think it's a lot of actually playing wide receiver. He's got that relationship with those wideouts, and it's nice to see him really command the huddle and give the confidence to offensive linemen, backs, wide receivers, and being through all the different steps he's been of playing wide out, running the ball some, playing quarterback. I feel he's got the most grasp of the offense, and he showed it today.
Well, you guys are one step closer to, closing out the season 3-0. How nice is it to kind of start that last 3-game stretch with a win as big as you got today?
Yeah, it's very nice. We just can't let it go to our heads. If we continue to build upon what we've accomplished, and I think we did that today. Last week, our guys felt a little good about themselves on Tuesday because we competed so well against Liberty, and it's nice to see them bounce back and continue to get better each week, and we're really proud of that.
What do you think the team's kind of gotten that, swagger back? I know they kind of had a tough time there after the injury.
Yeah, it's been a lot of injuries. It just seems like it keeps pulling us down. It's nice to see those guys finally play with confidence. Instead of play to lose, play to win. Instead of play not to make a mistake, just play and not worry about the mistakes. If you make a mistake, let's correct it and move on and play the next play, and that's what we're trying to do accomplish.
We'll talk a little bit about Ansel. He had some fantastic catches today, really stepping up.
Yeah, I'm scratching my head as far as why I haven't thrown to him more. That's probably a bad call on my part, but Ansel's great, and we were all familiar with Ansel's story coming from Western Michigan and being a Division I player. And I think people really saw today why he was a Division I football player. And he comes out, what did he get, 3 touchdowns, is that right? 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving. The ball had, I think, 132 at halftime. So he's a weapon we got to use more, and I'm scratching myself or kicking myself for not really playing anymore.
It seems like each game the offense has a new weapon come around, and there's it seems like there's that depth you're establishing. Is that something that you've really been trying to lean on, spreading around the last few games?
Yeah, we have, and I think a big sign of that we've seen Jacory Robbins get a lot of carries today. Before it's been an all Kavanaugh attack, and Kavanaugh's been playing great football, and we're going to continue to play Kavanaugh, but we know so much in college football. Those bodies can't take the 30 and 40 attempts a game. It's nice to spread out and get 10 to 15 each, or 15 to 20 each. Now they can stay fresh, and they both give you a little something different. Kavanaugh's more of a straight ahead speed guy. Jacory's more of a little quicker guy. And so it's nice to have that 1-2 punch. It's nice that they're freshmen. I keep them for 3 more years.
Talk a little bit about your offensive line. It seems as the game went on, they got stronger and controlled more and more.
Well, it's the first week. It's probably the healthiest I've been since Winston-Salem State, and that's a big part of it. I lost Cottle there with a little ankle, but I think he'll be okay. Usually going into the game, I go into it with the approach of if I lose an offensive lineman, I don't really know what I want to do. And now it's nice to go in the game at least knowing I have a couple of options if something goes wrong. It's nice to have that, and it's nice to be able to have some flexibility and some guys to play. Cody Parker's a guy that got injured in Winston-Salem State practice, and he's played sparingly with a little injury to his foot. It's nice to see him back in the lineup playing the whole game.
With the season coming to an end, how much is it about kind of looking to see what other teams are doing and seeing what you guys are doing?
Well, I mean, we tell our guys about us. It's everything we do is about Concord. We can't control what Charleston does. We can't control what West Liberty does. It's got to be about Concord. And if all we can do is control our scoreboard, and as a player, all he can do is control himself, trust each other, trust that if we do our job, we'll win, and good things will happen. And that's what we've got to continue to do for the next 2 weeks.
How does it feel to get into the groove like you did today, and receive the ball and make plays with it?
It felt great. We had a great week of preparation. Our coaches prepared as well. They had an excellent game plan, and we went out and executed it.
Ansel, I know there's been a lot of ups and downs for the team this year. How nice is it to be kind of hitting that stride and playing some of your best football come the end of the season when you really need to be doing it?
It's nice. We've been through, I think, 2 or 3 quarterbacks now, and Evan, receivers starting to get that chemistry, and it's showing on the field.
Seems like the defense has been kind of the talk of the town, but how nice is it to go out there and put up, all these points today and kind of have the offense be the main story?
It was great. The coach has been preaching it, and we finally put it together today and executed.
With these 3 weeks left, you guys go 3-0. You have a shot at, possible sharing the lead in the WVIAC. Is this kind of something you guys are looking at? Is that one of your motivators right now?
Yeah. Just trying to come out and get these 2 wins, and let the voters or whoever make a decision. Hopefully get a playoff bid. If not, still get 2 wins. That's always the goal, is to come out and win the game. So that's what we're looking at for the next 2 weeks.
Talk a little bit about your day today. I mean, just a huge day, especially, a couple, very acrobatic looking touchdown catches too. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, Evan threw a great ball for one, and I just went up and made a play. And the coaches, like I said before, they had a great game plan, and we just went out and executed.
All right, well, you come into this program this season. Just kind of talk about, what you've taken away from this part of the year, especially after playing at Western Michigan, coming to Concord, and what you've been able to do for this team.
I just try to come in and be humble and learn from the coaches. I didn't try to come in and just, they was looking at like, oh, I came from D1. I was just trying to come and contribute. That's been my goal, and that's just been my focus the whole season. And I'm just thankful that they embraced me well, and I came in and made a difference.
You're talking about how you had a great week of preparation for a complete win. How does that help kind of translate into next week's practices?
It helps a lot winning this game and preparing well. It's just give us a big motivation to go in next week and do the same. After you prepare well, practice hard, it's easier for guys to go out and do the same thing the following week.
Jake, just talk about this win. I mean, kind of making a statement here going into the last 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, it was a big conference win. We our offense has picked it up a lot with Evan DeSole. He's came a long way with the offense, learning the plays and stuff. And our defense is just keep playing hard and pursuing to the ball and making their plays and just get off the field.
Well, after it's kind of been a story of the defense for the last few weeks, how nice is it to kind of have the offense go out there and just, kind of put on a show for you guys?
Well, that was a little different, having 41 points on the board today, and just coming off the field, like we come off 3 and out, and then they had the time of the possession of more than we did, so that was just getting used to, but I like it a lot.
Well, after kind of having so many ups and downs this season, how nice is it to kind of come out and put up a season high in points and just get a solid win as you guys kind of start to make a push here towards the tops of the WBIAC?
Yeah, coming out first of the year, we kind of struggled losing Grossi and stuff, but Albert came in, stepped it up. We played one good game, and then we just couldn't get better. We just seemed like we wasn't getting better on the field. And then Evan came in. We just started moving the ball, and we started giving us more. We just had trust and confidence in Evan. He gave us a lot of confidence because he keeps pushing the ball down the field.
You guys shut down their run game, especially with Monroe. What do you think you guys did that helped you do that?
Just our D-line, we're kind of low on D-linemen right now. We got 4 D-linemen rotating, but they do an excellent job for the linebackers to scrape and make plays. And plus our safeties has got hard heads, and they just come down. If they get by the linebackers, they're going to get smacked by the safeties.
Talk a little bit about your season so far. It seems like you're consistently at the top of the tackles list. You know, you've been getting all these awards from the WBA. Just talk about what you've been doing out there.
Well, I just do what Coach tells me to do, just preparation for the game throughout the week, getting ready day by day. But I give all my credit to my D-line. I got a great D-line in front of me. They make scrape lanes for me so I can pursue to the ball and make tackles.
Well, you were here last year. You got to experience all the fun of winning the conference, you know, going 7-4, knowing that you still have a shot at, you know, having the same record as last year and having a shot at the WVIAC. How much more important does that make these next 2 weeks for you guys?
All we can do is just go out and play the game and have fun and just try to get the W. However it goes, it's just what it meant to be.
Just kind of talk about a little bit playing for Coach Price. I mean, you guys lose Greenway last year. You guys lose Martinez, and you guys just keep plugging away. Is that a testament to Coach Price?
Coach Price is a great coach. He knows the scheme of football. He's been in it a long time. And losing seniors every year, but the recruiting is where it comes from. They recruit real good linebackers, safeties, whatever it takes, wherever we going to have weak spots in the future.